guys, you're with Timmy here. Today I'm gonna show you a makeup tutorial based on fall sunset sky. So if you wanna know, please keep watching. So before we start, I'm gonna put my hair up just because it always bothers me whenever I try to do my makeup. So just pin it like that and we're ready. And the primer I'm gonna use is gonna be from Origins. It's called the Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with WILLOWHERB. And I've been liking this primer because it's just really cooling. And it's like a mousse foam kind of type. You just do that. And warm it up a little bit in your skin. And put it on your face. I always try to press it in a little bit just because I want it to be like really pore filling. Alright, and now we're ready. The foundation that I'm gonna use is from CATRICE, which is HD Liquid Coverage in the shade Nude Beige. And like I said before, this one doesn't have a pump, so it has like a dropper. It might get messy a little bit, but I always try to put it on my finger before I put it on my face, and then just do that. All over my face and put the leftover on my neck and just blended it with my beauty blender. And this foundation can be quite buildable, so if you think you need more, you can just put some more. And I'm gonna put some more right here where I have hyperpigmentation, and a little bit right here to cover up my redness. And always use a tapping motion with your beauty blender so the product can spread evenly and blend evenly too. And the foundation that I'm gonna use is this Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Neutral. Basically just put it on my brush a little bit like that and put it right here because I don't want it to be too much. Because whenever I put too close to the eyes, it will get cakey. So I just put right here, and if I need more, then I put some more and then blend it in. And I always get this darkness around my eyes, like right here, so I always just put a little bit just to cover up that darkness and then blend it inward. I also use a little bit concealer around my nose and around my lips because it can get dark right here and it can get red around my nose right here. And if you have dry skin like mine, I suggest that you put it on a brush before putting it on your face right away from the applicator, just because sometimes when you put from straight from the applicator, it can get too much and it can look cakey. And I'm gonna set the under eye first with this Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. And I've been really liking this one because I think it's really brightening for the under eye. And then I'm gonna use this Essence Make Me Glow Liquid Highlighter. Just right here. And along the bridge of my nose. And then blended it with beauty blender again. I just use the same beauty blender. See that? And I'm gonna use this Lancome La Base for my eyelid as an eye primer. Works better for my eye primer because I tried that Urban Decay eye primer, but it's always make my eyes look cakey and it looks like it's peeling somehow, so I'm not sure why, although thousands of people have been liking it, but it doesn't work for me, and I find that this one works better. So I just put it on my eyelid like that with my finger. Now that all even out, I'm gonna powder my face with this Mercier translucent powder. I just put it on the top a little bit like that, and then tap off the excess. And I usually just tap. Although I have a dry skin, I can still look shiny sometimes. So that's why I like to powder around my nose. But if you think you over powdered, you can just use a facial spray like this and just spray it. Now I'm gonna bronze my face with this BOBBI brown bronzing powder in the color medium. I don't usually put in the middle just because I want to make my face look longer. And I also gonna use the same powder to contour my nose a little bit. So now we're gonna move on to eyebrow, and I'm gonna use this Kat Von D Longwear pomade in the color medium brown. Okay, I think that looks okay. Now that the brow is done, we're gonna move on to the eyes, and I'm gonna use this JACLYN MORPHE palette. Use this orange color on the crease. And then we're gonna move on to this color, which is bluish color, and it's called Twerk. Just put it on a flat brush like this and put it on your eyelid, and we're gonna put it on the eyelid. And on the outer corner, we're gonna use this reddish color right here. Once that's done, I'm gonna put this yellow color under the eye. I'm gonna put a little bit of this purplish color just on the outer corner of the lower lash line. And the last thing I'm going to put is this kind of white shimmery color just on the inner corner, just to brighten it a little bit. And I'm gonna use the same brush that we put on concealer. Just get a tiny bit. Then we're gonna put eyeliner, and I'm going to use this Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in the color, but first Espresso. I'm just gonna put it on my waterline. And then I'm gonna use this liquid liner from MACQUEEN in the color Deep Black and just swing it a little bit. As you can see, I just make a tiny wing and very thin line along my lashes, just because I don't want to confirm my eyeshadow, but I still want my eyes to be a little bit more defined. So I think this one is look better. Now we're gonna move away from the eyes a little bit, and I'm gonna put on blush. And I'm going to use BECCA Luminous blush called the Snapdragon, like right under the eye, a little bit on top, and drag it back. I'm gonna use this Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the color Molten Gold. Just put it right. On the cupid bow. Now we're gonna go back to the eyes, and I'm gonna put on lashes, and we'll be right back. Now that we're done with the eyes, the last thing to do is to put on our lipstick, but I'm going to use this lip liner from Essence first. It's called Peachy Keen. Because my lip is so dark, and the lip liner like this can help and I'm going to use this Huda Beauty liquid lips in the color Bombshell. So we're pretty much done, and I'm pretty satisfied with how it turned out, because I don't usually use a color like this. I usually just use neutral or brown, pretty much boring color, but once in a while I like to experiment. I think the most important with a bright color like this is to be patient, to build up the color little by little instead of just put a lot, because you want the color to be really blended and really diffused. Usually there is a lot of fallout with bright colors like this, but this palette has been really good. There's very minimal fallout, and it blended quite nicely. So yeah, I've been enjoying this palette. I hope you enjoy this fall sunset inspired makeup tutorial, and please subscribe, like, and share if you like it. Also, don't forget to ring the bell so you'll get notification whenever I upload new videos, and we'll have fun next time. Thank you so much. Bye.